Most of the United States U.S. Census is now searchable on Ancestry.com. So I want to see firsthand, not done this before. I want to see if I can find my grandmother who lived in Brooklyn I think she was on Baltic Street at the time, but we'll find out in just a moment. So let's get into this. This is Ancestry.com. This is the search page. If you're not there, then you can just go to the top, hit search, go down to all collections, and that will bring you to this page. So I will take a moment and I will put Mia Nona in. She lived in Brooklyn, New York City. She was born in Carini, Sicilia in 1911, and she came over in 1919. Female persuasion. All right, this will be the first time that I have done this. Let's see if they are going to be on that there census. We hit search. Okay, I already have the find a grave stuff. But just to make sure, let's hit the census record. Oh, okay, so that's what we needed to do. And there's this one, Catherine Rendazzo, or Catherine Gargaiano. That is her maiden name, Caterina Gargaiano. This is it right here. Let's see this for the first time. Yes. Little different than I expected. I did not know my Aunt Josie was living with her sister, Mia Nona. Aunt Josie was great. All right, so this is what okay. So Francesca Gargaiano is actually my great-grandmother, Mia Biznona, and I actually knew her. Wonderful woman. It was absolutely just devastating when she did pass away when I was a kid, but I did know her. She only spoke Sicilian, and she called me Marco, which was really cool. So let's see, are they on an echo? And yes, they are still on Baltic Street, given that they did not have much of means money-wise. I'm not surprised that they haven't moved. So my grandmother is Caterina, Lucia is my Zia, and mia madre is Frances. She hated, and his Aunt Josie, she is my grandmother's younger sister. So this is really cool. Glad to be able to see that finally for the first time. I wonder, do they have, yes, Tipper. She actually worked at a factory with her mother-in-law, which is, well, before she passed away, of course. And she told me that what her job was for tips on umbrellas. So that is right on the money there. Of course, my Biznona, Francesca Gargaiano, or Francesca Armetta Gargaiano, she is the head of the household there. She passed away in 1978. Now, I'm wondering, it's interesting what we see. We have Salvador Piazza, who's living next door, and a Gaspar Russo. I wonder if they're from Carini, or at least the Palermo area. That's something I would have to look up. But this is really cool. I think more in line with me familia is down here we've got a Filippo Catania and Marie, and Catania, the families that had come over from Mistretta hundreds of years ago into the Palermo area. There were three families: the Gargaiano, Cocuza, and Catania. So who knows? That's something I will have to look. But this is the first look at the 1950 census with my family on it. Really cool. Found them right away. Sometimes it may not come up on the first page, but I went and looked at just this. I took the filter for just the census, and it came right up. So this is really cool. So only after I came out April 1st, so about 6 weeks, we're able to now search the 1950 census. So I already have a lot more work to do on this particular one. I've got to look up Gaspar Russo and this the Salvador Piazza, and definitely this Filippo Catania. We'll take a look at the next page, and we'll see if they had any children there. No, they're children if they had them. Oh, Joseph Bomarito. I'm going to go on a limb and say this guy's from the Palermo area. And Bomarito, I'd say there's like a 95% chance this guy is from Terracini. I would bet the farm on that. Oh, we've got, oh, look at this. Hey, look at this over here. We've got another Joseph Catania. And then right down there, there's a Domenico Cusimano. Now, my great-grandfather, Francesco Gargiano, his mother is Caterina Cusimano. So definitely, I know, it's a really, really common name. Really common in the Palermo area. But who knows? They're living on Baltic Street, so there's a really good chance that they may actually have been from Carini. And we're just on the next page. But this is pretty cool. Great first time right out of the gate. Only took a few moments, and I was able to find my family. I have a feeling that a few of these, especially here on the next page, the Catania and Cusimano are probably from at least the Palermo area, and I'll check that out and see if they are actually connected, and if they're connected, if they are related. I got a pretty good feeling about the Cusimano. So you find something like this, and you can see how it starts branching out, and now all of a sudden you got 3-4 times the research to do. But it's always a blast to do that. Even if I don't find out, I'm still learning more about the neighborhood. So that's going to do it for this. You can search the 1950 census. Don't worry if it doesn't come up on the first page like I had to do. I had to hit the census records to bring that up. So just because it doesn't come up on the first page doesn't mean that it's not there. So you could, again, like we showed before, it was able to show her actual maiden name on there, which is really cool. So I knew I had the right one. Sometimes you got to go through a couple, especially if you got a common name here. We got Randazzo. There's going to be a lot of Caterina Randazzos. But for me, there's only one. So let me know if you're having luck on the 1950 census. Let me know what you were able to find and if you were able to break a brick wall because of the new information that we have available now on the 1950 census. Let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.